Service quality. In general, service quality refers to a customer's assessment of service expectations in relation to a company's performance. A company with a high level of service quality is more likely to meet the client expectations while being economically competitive at the same time in this industry. Successful firms that want to be competitive and relevant in the marketplace ask their present and potential customers for information so they can make sure they're satisfying their needs. No amount of talking to professional friends or coworkers will ever be able to match the information a company can get from an actual consumer. Examples of service providers are colleges, schools, internet cafes, hospitals, restaurants, hotels, banks. You might wonder, why are there so much of these? Well, with a solid middle class and increase in the upper income households, demand for services is increasing. Material requirements are becoming less important to the part of the economy. This increases demand for services such as health, education, and entertainment in the consumer sector.
Business thrives on customers. Successful entrepreneurs are those who create a market of their own. Profits can be only reaped if an organization has customers who will pay for the product or services. It depends on the ability of the entrepreneur to get into the right areas of business for success.
Customer attrition, also known as customer churn, is the loss of client or customer. The loss of a high number of customers indicates falling standards regarding the quality of services provided. According to Tom Peters, the customer leave because of the following reasons: 15% because of the quality problems, another 15% because of the higher prices, and the last 70% did not enjoy doing business with the organization. One of the major problems in the service industry is identifying the real requirements of the customer. In software development, 50% of defects are caused due to a misunderstanding of the requirements. These statistics may also be applied to any other service industry. Therefore, every effort should be made by the customer contact personnel for identifying both the instated and implied customer requirements.
Contractual and non-contractual requirements of customers. Customer satisfaction must be assessed in terms of both contractual and non-contractual customer criteria. The quality of service or product attribute, time schedule for delivery, price services such as responsibility for installation, servicing during warranty and post-warranty, documentation training support are example of contractual requirements. On the other hand, non-contractual expectations include the quality implied requirements, value of money, business environment, and friendliness of organization customer service people, among others. Customer service attributes. The service must be delivered on time, accurately, with concern and courtesy. According to D.H. Stamatis, comfort can be used to emphasize the significance of service. You must be caring, show interest in what the customer has to say. You must be observant, pay attention to body language and habits, and listen between the lines. You must be mindful, remember that you and your organization exist to satisfy the customer. You must be friendly, provide assistance and information, and let the customer know you are there to assist. You must be obliging. Patience is the key to customer satisfaction. You must be responsible. What you are attempting to do is establish a connection in which your knowledge may benefit the customer. You must be tactful. The goal is to please the customer. Therefore, you should strive to identify the problem, assess it, and then resolve it as quickly as possible.
Japan's Dr. Noriaki Kano in 1984 developed the Kano model of customer satisfaction, classifying product attributes based on customer perception and their effect on customer satisfaction through linear and nonlinear relationships. This indicate when good quality is good enough and when more is better. The horizontal x-axis represents the degree of product function and performance execution. Meanwhile, the vertical y-axis represents the customer satisfaction. On quadrant 1, the goal of excellent product performance and high satisfaction. Quadrant 2, poor product function but high satisfaction. Quadrant 3, poor product performance and low satisfaction. Quadrant 4, good product performance but low satisfaction. Nowadays, firms are under severe pressure to come up with products more quickly and frequently, for there's time gap between the conceptualization and the final product. This phenomenon prioritizes design-based quality control of utmost product defect prevention rather than the appraisal and the failure costs. Lastly, an ideal product should holistically possess, maximize, and incorporate basic, performance, and as many exciting attributes at an affordable price.
Basic quality, also called as threshold quality. If the functions are not implemented as agreed, The results in lower level of satisfaction as compared to higher level of satisfaction when fully implemented. To fulfill the basic quality, it is measured by customer complaints, warranty of data, product recalls, number of lawsuits, things gone wrong, and other failure results. The basic quality represents unspoken or minimum expected requirements. Performance quality. As for the linear graph, the satisfaction is proportionate to the performance of the product. Performance quality attributes generally cause linear response. Increased levels of achievements cause increased levels of satisfaction. The customer requirement for performance quality can be found from the survey. This is also called the voice of the customers.
Exciting quality. It is a third quality task that gives the customer unexpected pleasure and customer delight. This type of customer satisfaction is very much appreciated when it is fulfilled and is accepted when it is not present. By providing exciting quality, the organization gives the customer something they didn't even know they needed. The one downside to exciting quality is that it will eventually be expected. Customer feedback. It is information provided by customers about their experience with a product or service. Its purpose is to reveal their level of satisfaction and help product, customer success, and marketing teams understand where there is room for environment. Also, the customer feedback is helpful.
What is customer feedback? It refers to the process of gathering feedback or input from customers who use your product or service and implement what they have said. You can gather feedback from social media posts, surveys, reviews, and many more. What is a feedback form? It is a way to collect opinions about your company's service. The goal is to gain a better understanding of the overall customer experience so you can identify areas for improvement. Confidentiality. In order to get a true feedback, the feedback form should be kept confidential. Even where it is taken orally, the confidentiality of the feedback should be assured so as to get realistic feedback.
Display results. The feedback data should be analyzed at regular intervals. The information gathered might be posted on an organizational bulletin board in the form of pie charts and bar charts. The exhibition of feedback is valuable to the company in two ways. The customers come to know that their feedback is taken seriously by the organization, or number two, the employees in the organization know about where they really stand. Complaint resolution. While customer input will be processed independently, the settlement of complaints will be handled by the senior management staff. It is also a good idea to set up a variety of channels for feedback and complaints, such as a suggestion box, or designating an approved person who is involved in production or customer service to handle complaints or suggestions. The first task to be carried out in resolving complaints is their entry in the database or register of complaints. This is essential for the following reasons. Number 1, to keep track of complaints. Number 2, to carry out the root cause of analysis and take corrective action immediately so as to eliminate such problems in the future. Number 3, to take preventive action. Number 4, to find out the cause of poor quality and other statistical purposes.
Analyze independently. It is to study the complaint to improve your services for the convenience of both the customers and the employee. It is to fully understand the complaint or the feedback of the customer by reading the letter from the complaint box or by approaching and contacting them to further elaborate their complaint. Next is give benefit of doubt to customers. Assuming that the customers are correct with their complaint, the team should analyze a situation where it would make the customer right and improve your services at the same time by not making such inconvenience to the employee.
Unknowing customers could be under great stress, having trouble at work, or having issues at home. But sometimes we can avoid customers who quickly analyze for no reason. So here are some ways that you can satisfy them. First, listen to them without arguing to their problem. Second is keep calm by lowering your voice. Then lastly, communicate to them the possible action that you can take. Next is the complaint recovery process, where every company builds like a system in which the complaints are being analyzed and then brings up a possible solution that can recover the customer's complaint. Its goal is to get the customer satisfaction and document it for prevention purposes so that it will not happen again to other customers.